Hello YouTubers! What we have here in front of us is a nice, probably about 3.5 to 4 pound beef heart. This beef heart is grass-fed, farm-raised. How do I know this? Well, I bought the beef from a buddy of mine that lives about a half a mile down the road. This is my first YouTube video, the maiden voyage. Hope it turns out well. So what I plan on doing today, I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean this beef heart. I'm not a butcher, not a professional chef. I do grill out a lot and watch quite a few YouTube videos. And you know, watching a lot of bizarre foods with Andrew Zimmern helps inspire you to do try something different, such as this Black Angus beef heart here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this nice piece of beef, grab this nice set of cutlery here, and I'm just going to go ahead. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about butchering or you know, the anatomy of heart, but you can see here it's got a lot of fatty tissue and connective tissue. So what I'm pretty much going to do is just attempt the best I can to remove some of this excess fat and toughness. One thing I will say is I'm sure I'll get plenty of comments on, oh, what is he doing? He's butchering that piece of beef. But you know what? Don't really care. Never ate beef heart before anyway. So what I'm going to start off doing is just by trimming some of this beef fat off. This knife I just bought yesterday too from Target, so I'm not quite sure if it's any good. I'm not cutting the sharpest. This beef has been in my freezer for about probably about not quite a year, about 10 months. This cow was butchered last fall in October of 2014. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to do some more videos, maybe some beef tongue, that kind of stuff, maybe some venison come this fall. Let's switch over to this knife, see if this one's any better. It's a nice Food Network knife, Bobby Flay style. Purchased at Kohl's, about $8. Looks like a nice cut of beef. As you can tell, I really don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm trying. I'm going to go ahead and slice this bitch right in half. I'm going to go ahead and set this part aside and start working on the smaller half. Seem to like this knife a little bit better. Now I watched a video yesterday of a gentleman preparing a beef heart, cleaning it, and he obviously was a chef at a fancy restaurant and he had excellent knife work. So I'm going to see what I can do here. See these veins? I'm sure this I'm sure this heart pumped a lot of blood in its day. And some of these videos I was watching was referring to the gray, the silver meat, which I haven't really seen anything that looks like that yet. Maybe I will. Looks like I'm cutting through some arteries here. I mean, you know, I guess eating organs is a little taboo. I mean, you know, a lot of folks like to eat liver, onions, that kind of stuff. If you think about it, you eat a rump roast, that's a muscle. Well, this heart's a muscle. Probably the largest muscle in the animal. At least the hardest working one. Yeah, and I'm sure I'm cutting off a lot of waste. I'm sure I'll be getting comments saying, oh, look at all that skin, that good red meat he's wasting. Well, suck it. Not the best knife. I'm sure there's some better fillet knives out there that would probably benefit better. Not doing too bad as far as cutting. Starting to look like a rump roast. Getting some of this fat and connective tissue off here. see how my knife skills are. So yeah, what do we have here? First time in attempting this, guys. Alright, so that looks pretty good. It's still some more stuff I could probably trim up here. I'm sure I'll be editing the video to spare you guys from all this cutting. But so right there you can see the inside chamber. I guess this is one of the chambers of the heart. I'm going to go attempt to try to cut some of this stuff out. That is very hard. I've had this thing sitting in my refrigerator for about 2 days now. It's mostly thawed out. Pretty much it is thawed out. So I'm going to attempt to go ahead and cut some of this stuff out. And I'm just going to cut it there. That might make it easier. That is very tough there. My plan for this heart is I am going to be having a cookout later, and I'm going to slice this up into strips, kind of like steak strips, and I plan on marinating it. You probably can use whatever type of marinade you want. I just picked up the first thing I saw, which was like some KC Masterpiece. It's going to be a nice jerk marinade. So yeah, it's very tough. I'm sure that's nothing you want to eat right there. It is definitely still frozen because my fingers are starting to get a little numb here. Cutting towards myself always a no-no, but not cutting towards my fingers. See that little darker, thin membrane skin? I'm just trying to attempt to cut that off there. I'm sure there's going to be some left on there. I'm not a professional butcher by any means. No smell at all. It's not like I'm cutting pork up. I'm sure some people are probably watching this saying, man, I could have been done by now. Well, make your own video. Alright, there's one piece. That piece is pretty much done. It's a little bit more darker looking meat on there. Trying to get that off, clean it up. One piece done. That only took probably 5 minutes, but it's done. My plan is to go ahead and do the same thing to this piece. You're starting to get the idea here. Stay tuned for more videos, and please give this one a like. Give it a like. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video. I'll be adding some more. Not always cutting up organs, but I may be doing other things. I think I have a beef tongue I'm going to prepare too later on. Alright, there's two good looking pieces of beef heart. Let's go ahead and tackle this beast. A lot of fat, very tough. I'm assuming, from what I've been told, the best way, I guess, to cook these whole is obviously a crock pot. One gentleman mentioned wrapping the heart in bacon, cooking in the crock pot. I mean, hell, you can't go wrong with bacon by any means, can you? Some of you are probably saying, such excellent knife work. Yeah. Guess if you don't like the taste of this, it would be good catfish bait. I must admit, probably going to need a better knife the next time I do this. Not the best. Yeah.